Hello everybody, my name is Thor Young. I'm a moderator of Bear Bull Traders, and I would like to do a recap for you today. In today's recap, I'm going to talk about a technique that I like to utilize for doing ads. Now, I know adding into a trade, especially for a newer trader, can be a little bit tricky, and there's a couple techniques we can utilize to do that. One of them are VPA techniques, new 5-minute high, things like that, and another one is by using retracements. Now, getting into retracements is a really big topic, but I can show you the more basic of retracements, and those break down into basically two categories. One we call Fibonacci, one of them we call quarter calculations. I personally use quarter calculations over Fibonacci, although I've seen Fibonacci work fantastically. Both Fibonacci and quarter calculations agree on one area, and that's the 50% retracement. So what I often like to do, and I'll show you here on a trade I took today on Home Depot, is I waited for an ad for that 50% retracement. So you can do these retracements in any number of ways. Often, if you're starting at the beginning of the day, like you can see up here, we had this big move down here. So as I was judging down, I could actually draw a retracement line this way and kind of attempt to anticipate pullbacks. However, when we got down to this area, we had this really big volume spike. Sold back off, did a double bottom here with even more volume coming in there to defend the initial bid. I was feeling very confident that this was the buy-in area on Home Depot after the sell area. So I went ahead and got long here slightly above value, looking for the breakout. So, and as you can see, I had a really nice move. First partial VWAP, next partial just under pre-market low, and then I'm still holding for the opening price. So we started to pull back and we lost the 20 EMA, so I'm losing trend. So I have to start making decisions about where I want to get out. And most likely where I'm going to get out is somewhere around the loss of a 50% retracement at the most. All right, now I'll often get out earlier than that if I'm not really feeling the trend. But if I'm looking at continuing in, then I'm going to need it to retrace to a certain area before I can really start to look for it. So as you can see here, I've drawn in my retracement level here. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this retracement level off and show you how I did it. So if you go up here to DOS, you'll notice right up here, Fibonacci line. Now you can go in here and I start at the bottom, the first initiation. So this is where our large time frame participant probably came in here, stepped up, big buy, and then it was supported here, right? So I'm going to start here. All right. Oh, I messed that one up. Sorry about that. Let's do it again. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to drag all the way up to the top right here. You see this little indecision candle here? I'm going to hold right there because that's the top of our move, and I'm going to let go right about there. So now what you can see is as we've moved up here and fallen off of this, look where we came back to, right to our 50% retracement, right? So my thought here at this point is after it held that and threw a hammer there, as you can see, let me zoom in, you can see we threw a little volume at VWAP, and then we came under VWAP, hammered off of that retracement level, and I thought to myself, you know, if I'm going to add in, this is going to be the spot, right? So since we had the retracement, things look good there. If we had to drop a little bit more, it'd probably be a more significant loss. So if I lose this area, I probably am just going to get out anyway, so I might as well go ahead and leverage in, and I did. So I went ahead and used my free roll, added in as many shares as I could, and I just put my stop actually below 261.50 because I was averaged in from, you know, down below 260. So I was able to bring in a, you know, $1.50 worth of unrealized on my trade into that. So only two partials into this thing, so I was still carrying a decent position. This partial here, big partial. I took off half of my existing position here because I got this nice move up on this ad. And now my next target is actually going to be the opening price, way up here near this 125% area. So those are the calculations. If you want to use them in DOS, they go by Fibonacci. So if you right-click on the line there and config, it'll actually bring up the Fibonacci line configure, and you can change those to quarter calcs like I use, 5, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, and so on. Right? If you need the Fibonacci lines, they actually have those ratios down here. But like I said, 50% is something no matter what, Fibonacci or quarter calcs, we all agree on the 50% retracement. And you can see that worked out really well here today. Well, I hope that's useful for everybody. I hope you all have a great trading day. And as always, keep it green.